Kyle, I swear to God, this camera makes me look so hideous. But I want to tell you what happened last night. So actually, it turned. So actually, 10 days ago, well, 11 days ago, was my birthday. And I'm sorry I didn't post. I've just been busy. But basically, on my birthday, at night, my dad bought me a bike. Also, the day after my birthday, I went to my friend's house and we baked cupcakes and stuff, and it was really fun. And I was planning on making a video to tell all of you guys that, but I guess I'll tell you guys now. So I had been actually saving up to buy to make cupcakes. So I saved up frosting, the chocolate cake mix. I got these really cool blue pan liners, but that's not the point. The point is that last night I almost got robbed. And I was home alone. I wrote it all down in like a little Reddit story style, and I'm gonna read it to you. So I hope you can enjoy my little Reddit story, and I hope you realize that this is a 10-year-old tablet, and that is why I look so ugly in all my videos, because the camera is so bad. So this is my dad's laptop, and I am going to read you this story of what literally happened to me last night. And I swear I'm telling you, this feels so fake, but I have to go fast because like after a while the video is gonna like cut off because storage space and all that. But you know, actually I do look kind of, the camera's making me look kind of nice for that. Okay, so I used this prompt: what's the craziest true story you have? Okay. It was my birthday 10 days ago, and my dad bought me a bicycle. We don't have much space in our apartment, so we had it out in the hallway. When the new super said it needed to be moved, we put it up on my floor. 2 days ago, the lady down the hall comes knocking on our door multiple times. I was never rude to her, or I never had anything against her, but my mother hates her and says that she is an entitled witch. Now, the lady down the hall kind of scares me because she abuses her son, and her voice is like so deep. She just has like this intimidating air around her. And first she knocked on the door, and my mother told me not to open it. And I didn't like that because I knew she could tell we were ignoring her, and she could hear us at home. But then her son knocked on the door and I opened it. He said that his mother has been complaining about the bike in the hallway and said that it was in her space, and I could have went and said that it wasn't her space because number one, the hallway doesn't belong to her. Number two, there are 4 apartments up on this floor. So there's just no way that spot was her space. But I didn't say anything. I just moved it back. I just moved it to the front of our doorway. Skipping back to last night, I had just gotten back from my friend's house. My dad told me that when nobody's home, I should leave the bike in the house. So when I got home today, nobody was here. When I got home last night, nobody was home. The house was dark, it was quiet, all the lights were off. And I did as usual. I took the bike and I put it back in the hallway, and then I saw my 10-year-old friend. He is 10 years old and he lives on the 4th floor. So I went downstairs to say hi, and we wound up sitting on the stairs talking for a little. And as we were sitting down, we had to keep getting up and moving up off of the stairs because the lady down the hall and another man were bringing groceries up and down the stairs. My 10-year-old friend that said that he smelled like sardines, and it was literally the most accurate thing I have ever heard in my life. He smelled exactly like sardines. The lady down the hall is African, and she brings other strange Africans into this building that I do not know, but they're usually her relatives. So when I saw this guy coming down the stairs for the final time after she went in the house, carrying my bike, and he said that she was his mom, I fully believed him. "Excuse me, that's my bike." Those were my exact words. And he was carrying the bike so casually, one arm, smoothly, like it was an everyday thing. And then when he started explaining that oh, that's his mom, she said to go to the store or go wherever, he was mumbling over his words. He and acting like he had bad English, and he said something about going somewhere, something about work, something about a drink. Like, he said something about a drink so many times, and talking about how he's gonna bring it back, and I just froze. And he got all the way to the 3rd floor, and then I realized, like, no matter what this girl does to me, she's not entitled to touch my stuff. So I decided to just tell him no, to just go and get my bike back. And so I kept yelling, hey, hey, down the stairs, and he was ignoring me. So then the 10-year-old boy that I'm with, the little kid, and he's like, oh, we should just chase after him. And then we start running down the stairs. We run all the way down. He makes it all the way to the 1st floor by the front door. And I'm like, I said no, that's my bike. Give me my bike back. Like, no. And then this guy keeps on arguing with me and saying it's okay, he's gonna bring it back, that's his mom, blah 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 blah. And then luckily the guy from the 6th floor, the floor above me, goes and tells him, she said no, give her bike back. And he freaking forces this guy to carry it all the way back up the stairs back to my front door. Also, the little kid that was with me, my friend, he's just like, oh, he's just like, get your own bike. He's really sassy. He's a real one, because my other friends, I don't really have that many friends. And in fact, I have 3 friends, because my other friend, my first crush actually, he's not my friend anymore. And well, it's his fault. So, but anyway, when the man finally left, I was fuming. I was home alone, and I had to wait for my parents to return before telling them. I don't have a phone. The kid told me to call the cops, but the only thing I could have possibly called them on was this laptop. After he left, I was slightly shaking, sending my sister a bunch of voice notes on Instagram. That woman had her eyes on my bike since she first laid eyes on it. I need to write better. The people in my building act judgmental and entitled all the time. I fully believe she's the kind of person to take my things without permission just because it's there. It wouldn't be the first time, but the fact that she never asked permission from anyone is what really ticked me off. I knew whenever her son returned that she would come knocking on my door. My mother's been wanting to argue with her for a while now, so I figured if I was gonna yell at her, I'd need to wait until my parents returned. After all, I know she can be abusive, and being alone with her isn't a good idea. On top of that, she's a witch. Whatever she brews leaves our building stinking for 2 days straight. Anyways, who knows what she would have done to me. I decided to put my bike in the house. I noticed my other neighbor's scooter lying on the floor next to my bike, but I just put it back where it belonged without a second thought. My friend's mom offered for me to stay in their house while I waited for their parents to come home, and I was more than happy to accept. I wasn't ready to face that scary lady alone. When I finally recognized my mother's keys jangling, I opened the door to say hi. And then I went home and told her everything. It turns out my father was home as well, showering. When my mother found out, she was pissed. She was stomping around, getting dressed, ready to fight the lady down the hall. My father was trying to calm her down, but I was hyping her up. I was really mad at that girl, and I was ready for my mom to finally put her in her place. I went back to the kid's house to get my tablet, and he came with me to help my dad knock on her door. I even started recording, which I'm probably gonna edit in this video. I told her that her son had tried to take my bike, that he said to take it. When I said he was her son, she looked baffled. I mentioned he was the guy who helped her carry her groceries earlier. Her response was immediate. Oh, the crazy guy? I just brought him to bring in groceries. This woman had intentionally brought a man she knew was crazy into our building. That man had gotten inches away from stealing a bike my dad had just bought 10 days ago. A bike that I'm sure my father has been saving up for. And not only that, but I brought a freaking 10-year-old boy with me to confront a real thief. And the way he carried that bike down the stairs so smoothly and lied like that, so smoothly, and acted like everything was casual, proves that he does this a lot. And that was an extremely dangerous situation, and I'm actually really lucky that I got out of it with both the bike and my life, because he could have really been a dangerous person. And my father is finally getting me a phone. He's been talking about it for a year now, but now he's actually doing it. And my mother said that she is getting a Ring camera, and that's kind of disappointing because you guys know I sneak out. I'm not allowed to go anywhere without my sister usually, and I'm 16 years old, so I'd be sneaking out. Literally yesterday, before I went to my friend's house, I snuck off. I went to Starbucks literally to study. Like, I literally have to sneak out to study, and my parents be like worrying that like I'm worrying that I'm gonna be in danger outside. And the thing is, the most danger that I've ever been in, the scariest situation that I've ever been in, was right at my front door. And this isn't the first time that that lady down the hall has let somebody crazy into our building, someone dangerous. Once, a man that she brought into this building has threatened to burn it down. And it's crazy that the one thing that happens to my bike is related to her, and it's half her fault. And she's the one who has been looking at it. She's the one who has been complaining about it. She's the one who put her bad juju on it. And this is literally a true story. I have pictures of the bike. I have video. And this actually happened to me last night. But I have my bike back, so that's good. And I'm going to show you guys the bike, because now it's in the house. Because it's staying in here. We don't even have... Where's the bike? Oh. It's in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, anyway. So, there's that. That was an interesting experience. How's that for a Sweet 16? No, but actually, I'm okay. I'm not traumatized. And my Sweet 16 was amazing because, well, I went to my friend's house and we baked cupcakes. And I've actually never baked cupcakes before, and it was fun. So, this video is getting really long, and I'm probably not even gonna have enough storage space to edit it, so I might not even be able to show you guys the video. So I'm just gonna go. That's why I'm talking so fast. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this story, because I can't believe that actually happened. That's insane. So, bye everyone. I hope you have a great day, and next time that happens, I'm actually gonna yell, because I'm actually kind of disappointed that I didn't yell at him. I wish I had more of a backbone, you know? Like, but the thing is, there was also a kid with me, and that would have escalated the situation, so it's a good thing that I stayed calm while there was a kid there, because that would have been dangerous. But still, and I really need to thank the guy upstairs for helping me and helping me get my bike back, and that was really nice of him, because I don't know if I would have gotten it back if it wasn't for him. So I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I hope you don't get robbed, and yeah, that's all. Also, I went to the store and I bought the exact kind of headphones I was looking for. Bluetooth, wireless, and sound blocking. So when my parents are yelling early in the morning and I'm trying to sleep, I can block out the sound. And that's actually amazing. Even when I was in Starbucks yesterday, the music was too loud. I put those on. And then I was taking them off occasionally. I thought I was gonna go deaf. It doesn't completely block out the sound. You can hear everyone's voices. It just kind of muffles any wind, any music, and it just makes like, if somebody is yelling and it's sharp and it makes your ears hurt, this, you can still hear them talking, but your ears just don't hurt. I love them. But I'm sorry guys, bye, have a good day. I really hope that I can edit this video, otherwise I'll post that video separately.